Hello, hello. I am your host, I'm always the one, Neko. Uh, First off, I want to say hopefully you're able to withstand this heat. I don't know when these videos are going to be coming out. I know right now we're in a heat wave that's going to last, I think, basically about 2 weeks. Um, so yeah, hopefully you're drinking plenty of water. Um, just trying to make sure that you stay healthy and uh, make sure that you're doing all the necessary steps in order to stay healthy, to stay in a good situation. Um, so just want to say that. Anyways, uh, glad you're able to stop by and just chill and hang out. So yeah, totally not stalling and waiting for Greedfall to load. Also, uh, I was talking with my dad, and I don't think he understood the concept of the episode of I don't remember which Star Trek it was. It was a Star Trek, the one that has Sir Patrick Stewart as like the main character, and one of his uh crew members named Riker. Um Apparently it was an episode about Riker dealing with a I think it was a race of people called the Janai. So I was trying to explain to my dad that what he was talking about, I don't think he understood what he was talking about because like the way the show was, um, it I don't think he understood what was going on. Um, 1 second while I fix the audio. All right, I am back. Um, got the audio fixed. But yeah, the episode I'm talking about is the one where I think the guy's name is Riker, or whatever his name is. He gets with a Janai, and like their whole race of people are non-binary and or non-gendered technically. I think they use the term non-gendered or non-binary basically. And the one select person, Soren, I forget the name of the character, because at the time it was her, because she did say that she was female, and then I think at the end of it, because of conversion camp, which is a direct parallel to Christian saying you can pray the gay away, uh was a direct parallel to their conversion camps and turned her into a non-gendered person that made her happier and more normal. So even though other people that I saw when I looked it up online were like, "Oh well, that's not how it went." Yes, it was. It's a direct parallel to that. So bite me. Um, Hold on, I missed out on some of the miss. Holy shit! It is that the one where Riker? Okay, the guy's name was Riker. Apparently, has a relationship with a non-gender person. Non-gender. I say non-binary, but yeah, I think they specified saying non-gendered because I don't think non-binary was a term back then that I know of. Um, the episode was way yes, it was way ahead of his time. Um, is non-binary different than no gender? So for that specific question, non-binary and non-gendered is a to be no gender means you don't have any gender at all. To be non-binary, at least from my perspective, from what I understand, to be no gender means to not have a gender at all, to mean a gender, as an absence of a gender. Whereas non-binary means you don't fit into male or female specifically, and you're outside the binary of male and female. So you could be both, you could be neither. It's a more inclusive term that covers more terms. No, non-gendered is more of a very specific. Think like that's a keyhole, and non-binary is more like a door size, covering versus like the small pinpoint accuracy of a keyhole. Um, or yeah, or agender basically. Yes, I'm not entirely sure what was loud. I assume it was the music that was playing for that couple of seconds. Where everyone is androgynous. Yes, I love that episode. It was so ahead of its time. So I was talking to my dad about it, and I just don't want the game to talk over me. So I was talking to my dad about it, and I don't think he understood the concept of the episode. And I tried to explain it to him, and he was like, "Well, she," and I'm like, "Yeah, but their race aren't women. Some of them, yes, did look feminine, but they're non-binary, they're non-gendered." He was like, "Well, Soren is a she because she's still female." I was like, "I get that, but what I'm referring to is her whole race as a as a whole are non-gendered, non-binary." He said, "Well, they just don't know yet." You like Star Trek, but you don't understand the concepts and the ideology that they're trying to teach you.
Hi, Queen
It's
Raven
about
79.
inclusivity and in like connectivity amongst everyone, regardless of race, creed, religion, gender, all of that shit. It's all about connecting with one another as a whole. What's up, Raven? How you doing? I hope you don't mind me just referring to it as Raven. If you prefer Queen Raven, I can go with that, but I just picked out the Raven part.
Let's get up on the
I
dance
like the name.
floor.
Sounds good. Sounds cool. Um, this is my friend Raven. Oh, welcome in, Raven. The cat waving. It's adorable. Okay, I just want to make sure because like I know some people are like, no, I want to be using the whole name, so I'm like, all right, that's cool. Just want to make sure. I don't think Jack has a bow feature. Uh,
Shed blood. We want to give life back to the earth.
Do you not understand that these woods are sacred? Yeah, right. We told you to leave. Now go.
would it be wrong of me to just blow them up?
Hi, Sum 79.
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry.
I appreciate it.
But we
Regardless,
can't let you
no matter
into
how
this
long,
area.
I appreciate
But
it.
we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back. These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it. You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
I am de Sardet. I am the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed some light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see her.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in. Do not
It just
force us
works.
to use our weapons.
We do not want to shed blood. We want to give life back to the earth.
Welcome in,
Do
some.
you not understand that these woods are sacred?
Oh, it's because both of your names were engraved. I didn't read it.
Now go.
Yeah, we even storable.
Do not force us to use our
Here for a bit.
weapons.
Welcome in,
We
some.
do not want
Glad
to
you're able to
shed
stop by for a
blood.
bit. Fair enough. Okay, game. I just want to make sure. Think there's one thing to say. So Raven and Sun are together. Okay, cool.
Sacred. Yeah, right. We told you to leave. Now go.
Didn't I talk to the person I was supposed to talk to? No.
Do not force us to use our weapons.
We do
Sir, I think you're a little far from the tree. I think you're a little far from the tree stump.
Hello, Doctor. I'm the legate of the congregation. I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. They're here. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
Because I saw someone posted Ubu. Ubu.
Emotional damage.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue, blood at the corners of the mouth.
Hi, Night
There are
Vet.
some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death.
He choked on that wood. Oh, what game is this? This is Greedfall. Why, honey? Imagine taking hit by that too. I don't mind.
A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
Do you not understand that these woods are sacred?
Yeah, right.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses, so I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these three men be poisoned?
I'm not sure. Do their symptoms not point to anything?
No. I've never seen such a deadly poison with these symptoms.
Oh, no, you're good.
Hey, listen!
I saw chat. I appreciate it, but I did see chat. I was gonna get back to I'm doing the talking thingy. Imagine taking hit by that too. Oh damn. Bleh. Story game. Doing the story thing. 1 second. We are back in the maid outfit because Kyle redeemed a chat made me do it. Did I miss anything else? Sometimes I can't hear the notifications for the what you call it. I have no problem with the. I don't mind doing that every once in a while. I think I have that one set to a timer though. Emotional damage. What game is this? Great call. Chat. I knew that. It looks nice. Not like it looks nice. I'm a being of chaos, to put it simply, and the uwu is cute. I'll be a VTuber. Fair enough. Sounds good. It's pretty expensive, I think, though. Just fair warning, but I'll help you sort it out if I can. Actually, the way I do it is fairly cheap, I might add. I just want to say the way I do it with my model is fairly cheap. Every outfit I have is free. for one, and I guess the skin texture wasn't too much. Someone else got it for me, but I think they said it was like I think it was like 200 yen, which is about like $2-3. The glasses are already in the program, and another friend of mine did the eyes for me, which they said they would have charged me because I was going to give them money, but they didn't want to. But I assume no more than like maybe 10. So $10 for the custom heterochromia eyes, $2 for the skin texture, and all of my outfits are free. So not too expensive. So I can't say it's expensive, but there are some, like my specific model isn't considered expensive. I've seen other models go up for like on the low end about 1,000. So prices vary, to put it bluntly. I also have another model that is a cat. That one was about 600. So they can be fairly expensive.
Have you noticed anyone unusual here?
Unusual? No.
Did they drink anything in particular?
They like to drink their fills in the evening. Life is dreary here. But if the poison was in the alcohol, I'd also be on the pile of corpses.
Ah, so she drinks too.
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. We don't know enough about the region's plant life. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise we eat game. Yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, let's see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
Oh, the only things that I've done since last playthrough is find the camp that's over here somewhere. It's over here somewhere. Yeah, the camp that's right here. I found this and went from level 18 to level 27. Fighting in the arena in a very, very, very dumb way. If y'all would like to see how I did it, I wouldn't mind replicating it for a few extra levels. Find the hunters at the edge of the woods. Where do y'all define edge of the woods? I'm just standing right here.
Atoi! This is our prey, Renaixin. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
So I'll say when it comes to OC characters, it depends upon what you want the OC to do and what it depends on what you want it to do and what you want it to look like. Some are like they want certain things out of theirs. Me, I just wanted a simple cat that I let the artist choose how it looked. I only had a certain few critiques where it had to be a black cat with heterochromia. There wasn't really much else that I specified. I'm not really your typical buyer of VTuber models where I specify what I want out of the OC. I want very specific things, and the rest I leave up to the artists, how they want to do it. You could say they're forsworn. Kinda to the kinda sorta.
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp. But the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from the Gigidor, our village. He is
Thanks
very
for the sub.
angry because
Some
we cannot
79.
heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an andrig killed by a venomous Dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal.
Thank you for the sub, love.
And since
I appreciate it.
the Naikse invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You were the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance. And I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
The Vagigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Cosillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict without violence.
I don't know why I'm picking this stuff up. I have thousands of it, but I don't like... It's just more of a personal thing where I don't like killing a beast without getting, like, the materials from it. Even if I don't need it, I'll still get it because preservation and all that.
Karans, do you need something?
I'm sorry about what happened to your mother. How are you feeling?
Unwell? I am angry, and I feel an immense void within me. I blame myself for not having been on this battlefield with her.
I understand. My mother had the Malachor, and yet I had to leave her behind as she was at death's door. I can't help thinking that I should have stayed by her side, just like you.
And you could not have done anything to save her, either. Thank you, Onol Manawi. Your words alleviate my sorrow. Anything else?
Do you have anyone, a friend perhaps, whom you could talk to in this trying time?
I usually confide in my sister, but she's suffering too. And I think she resents me for not having been there when our mother needed me.
I know we've only known each other for a little while. But if you need someone to talk to, I'm here.
Thank you, Onol Manawi. You are a good person. And I'm glad that you are my friend. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
This is awkward. Oh, I want to show y'all the arena trick that I did. It's so dumb, but it's like... It's a way you can cheese the game. Like, when I say it's dumb, I mean, like, it is absurdly dumb.
Thanks KAL853_4 for gifting P rating 79 a sub.
Thank you for the sub love there, Raven. I appreciate it. And apparently we're at a hype train, because apparently that's a thing that can happen. That I didn't know was possible. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Also, welcome into the Necropolis. Hopefully you're enjoying your time here. As you can probably guess, a lot of my themes are related to either effectively death or cats. For the most part, it leans more so towards cats. And it's that particular rock. This is so dumb. Raven tends to have insomnia a lot, so she'll probably be by a lot. I appreciate it. I gotta go now, but it's fun. It's been fun hanging out. I appreciate you stopping by. Before you go, let me give you a shout out real quick. Because I think you also stream, if I'm not mistaken.
Hi, Neko the Grimm
Ready
Sage.
to excite the crowd. I don't need to remind you how this works.
Oh, one lived? I put enough bombs.
Ready to excite the crowd.
I need to get.
Huh.
This is all I did. For like a good
Ready
5-10
to
minutes
excite
last
the
night.
crowd. I don't need to.
God damn it, one lived.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Ready to excite the crowd. I don't need.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Ready to.
That's
need to
not
get
what I
going.
did.
Huh.
I think that was the first time I've ever had a hype train. I'm just surprised how many bombs it lets me set before the fight.
Ready to excite the crowd.
Don't feel bad, I have insomnia too, but
I
also
don't need to remind you how this
narcolepsy
works.
sometimes. You dick motherfuckers!
Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Ready to
That
excite
works.
the crowd. I don't need to.
Poison on my blade.
Ready to excite the crowd.
And that's all I did.
I don't need to remind.
Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Why would I need more spells? They're going to die as soon as they come out of it. I just want to make sure they didn't have any armor.
I don't need to.
I just want to use all the bombs that I set down.
Ready to
And that's how I leveled up really quick. Just by setting down a bunch of bombs. And that was it.
ready to excite the crowd.
Except last night I had it so well packed that they were
I don't need to
blowing
remind
up
you
before
how-
I could even go down there.
Bit of poison.
Ready to excite. I don't need.
It's
Ready to
so
excite
simple.
the crowd.
It just works.
I don't need to
It's,
remind
this
you
is
how
so
this
dumb,
works.
but it works. If you want to make the arena easier, go into the arena, set traps, and just be like, fuck it.
Ready to excite the crowd.
Sure, why not?
I don't need to. Ready to excite the crowd.
I wonder,
I don't need to.
can we beat the boss like that? 'Cause I did fight the boss last time I'm doing this. Let's get rid of your pesky armor. So my companions won't fight stationary enemy.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
I'm not out of mana though.
Go magically. Drink a potion.
I can still use spells!
Cast more spells.
I'm good on magic. Good to go.
Ready to excite the crowd.
Apparently that
I
works
need to get
too.
going.
I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. I didn't even know you could loot the bodies after they were already gone. Meh. I gained a level. I'm happy. And I have 2 skill points, which will be... Ooh, I want to test this out. File throw. I'm going to test this out. And we get another attribute. Alright, Reuben. Have a good night. Get some rest. Or at least try to get some rest.
The crowd. I don't need to.
So we can set a magic trap or we can throw a magic bomb.
Ready to excite the crowd. I don't need.
God damn it.
Ready to excite the crowd. I don't need to.
No? You're gonna let me throw bombs at you? So we can throw bombs now.
Excite the crowd.
I need to get going.
Huh. A pity.
I get to throw bombs now! Hell yeah! A chemical mix of magic damage. So now we can just throw the bomb as is. Alright, that works. Ba, 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 ba. Let's do 22 to make that 100 again. Shit. 88 plus 22 is not 100. 88 plus 22 is 110. God damn it, I forgot. Does math. Let's make about... Yeah, we'll make 110 of them. And we'll use both sets of bombs. I can start throwing bombs at people. Instead of just magic and bullets. Who says there's no such thing as an all-rounder in this game? Didn't we just help him?
Desarde, I'd like to know more about my family. I need to know what became of them. Could you accompany me to see Lady Morange? I'm afraid that without you, she may refuse to give me any information.
All right, Vasco. Let's go see Lady Lorene Morange.
We get to see a lady.
Good day, Lady Morange. Do you remember me?
Of course, Lady de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
What can you tell me about the relations we have with other nations?
We play a difficult role, caught between these two enemy nations who are nonetheless our allies. The smallest action could tip the balance and draw us into their conflict. If I may offer some advice, be very careful. We do not want a war to break out here.
Well, that makes sense.
You seem interested in the islanders.
As a matter of fact, I find their culture fascinating, but I can't say I know much about them. They are quite secretive and protect their cult and traditions from the curiosity of strangers. I know that their sages, they call them Donegada, are the guardians of their rituals as well as of the island. They have very strong links with nature and the creatures that inhabit it. They're also good healers. I could talk about them for hours, but you will learn more from the islanders themselves.
What do you know about this island?
Much less than I would like. The land is still wild and extremely rich. Its soils are full of minerals, some of which are unknown to us. With regard to the flora and fauna, you've probably seen how different the creatures and plants are here. The islanders protect their land fiercely, and we cannot begrudge them that. When you see what we have done with our own, well, such a source of richness attracts greed.
Hence the name Greedfall!
What can you tell me about New Serene?
It's a new city whose construction began not long ago. When I arrived 5 years ago, there was just a port, a fence, and some huts here. The businesses, the barracks of the guard, the palace, and all of the houses sort of sprung up from the ground. To see how impressive it is today, even if it is still far from its majestic mother, is incredible. Of course, with such expanse, all kinds of bandits, drunkards, and other lowlife have arrived. But I'm very proud of it, in spite of everything. I hope that your cousin continues this work.
We would like to have some information regarding an important family, the Darcys.
Well, I could tell you many things about them, but I suppose that you want to know something in particular?
Are there any members of this family on the island?
Indeed, Bastien Darcy, the son of the family, has been in New Serene for some time. Last I heard about it, he was doing business, but that doesn't help in knowing where he is. The Darcys' first attempt at establishing themselves on this island wasn't very fruitful, but I seem to recall that since then the son has found a competent associate who's been working here for a long time.
Perfect. Could you tell us where to find her?
Of course. Ask for a Madame Clerc near the warehouses on the port. That's where she normally is. I hope the Darcys are not in trouble.
Do not worry, madam. Their name was simply mentioned in some business discussions. We are thinking about becoming associates. We would like to know more about them to form an opinion.
If you ask me, you should forget this idea, Your Excellency. Their son is a poor business partner.
Why do you say that?
I do not mean to speak ill of him. Perhaps it would be better for you to form your own opinion.
Well, thank you for your help, madam.
Can I help you with any other matter?
Not really, but I'm about to head out.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's possible. If you want to know, if you want to look up Lady Loren of Morange, if you want to look that name up, it might give you who the VA is.
Come closer, good people.
No, thank you, my good man.
You'll find all you need.
Can I help you? Are you here to do business?
Are you Madame Clerc?
We would like to meet with your associate, Mr. Darcy.
Bastian? I don't know where he is. I can't say that he often graces us with his presence.
You don't have the slightest idea where he is?
I am not his caretaker, you know.
You don't seem to hold him in high regard.
Listen, my relationship with my associate is no one else's concern. And if you didn't come to do business, well...
We must find him. This man you can see by my side is his brother.
Do not insult my intelligence. I know that the Darcys only have one son, alas.
You can see the Naught tattoos on his face, can't you? And a merchant like you must surely know about the Naught's recruiting process.
So it is true. The Darcys gave away one of their children. I find it hard to believe. He was supposed to go to Hikmet to deal with one of our clients, but I didn't receive any news from him after his departure. And given his tendency to get himself into impossible situations, I didn't try to get any.
Who is this client?
His name is Ferrat. You'll find him in the Alchemist District. I'll write this down.
You think something may have happened to him there?
His mission wasn't very complicated. He had to pay for a valuable shipment and take charge of it. But with Bastian, anything is possible.
Thank you, madam.
Well, damn.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
Do you wish you were never given to the Naughts?
How could I not be regretful? I never got to experience a mother's love or a lavish youth.
Don't you have any happy memories?
I do, of course I do. For example, I remember the first time I climbed up the shrouds. The incredible view, the dizziness, the sensation of complete freedom. It was an unforgettable moment.
I can only imagine how you felt. But it sounds amazing.
It was. I wouldn't trade that memory for all the gold in the world. Thank you, Desarde. You've given me a lot to think about. Did you want anything else?
Had you ever heard about the Darcys before?
No, I had not. As you know, there are many noble families in Serene, and there was a time when a lot of them had to give a child to the Gnomes.
I am certain that they would be very proud to see that their son is now a famous captain.
I doubt it. Once we're taken away from our homes, we become anonymous. The nobility see the Naughts as nothing more than a necessary evil. We are no longer their children. Did you want anything else?
I think I messed
I
up
must
that
leave
one.
you.
Trying to get on his good side. You got anything new for me?
Have you seen it?
Mm. That looks very impractical. That looks very, very impractical for a gun to have. I don't know if that would work or not. Like a double barrel shotgun where it's side by side, that makes sense. But having them three spaced out like that, you would have to aim the gun each time. You would have to re-aim the gun each time. Unless you're specifically aiming for a widespread shot. I might have to start going into endurance. Put some points into endurance. The gun? Now that one makes sense. A pepper box? That makes sense. There we go. Oh, shit. That's the best I can do, unfortunately. In showing the gun.
I appreciate what you did.
Also, did you ever figure out who the actress was, perchance? Like, I'm not saying it's impossible to shoot this gun, I just feel like it's very, very unlikely that you would have high accuracy with it. Also, I'm eating some chocolate. Hold on, that's a real gun. That's a real gun. Like, I've heard of the pepper box being a real gun. I've never heard of a duck called a gun called a duck called a gun's foot. A gun called a duck's foot. Just doesn't seem practical. Like, I've heard of this one where it's like the whole gun is the revolver.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Okay, really? Did y'all all have to come up here all at once? Through this one area?
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever.
Greetings. My caravan
Oh,
goes through
her
all the
outfit.
cities,
I like the
and
top.
the journey. So,
Where would you...
Hikmet.
To Hikmet, please.
Also, that gun fires all barrels at the same time. It's meant to go against a group of people. It's called a duckfoot. It can have up to 5 barrels. I get that it's supposed to be shot all at once, and that's what I'm saying. I don't find it practical in the sense that I don't feel like 3 shots at the same time.
Just
You would-
into town. I'm an emissary of the congregation
Just feel like
and
it's
am here to
impractical.
discuss matters with your governor. Why the checkpoint?
We've got orders to verify all comings and goings. The roads are becoming dangerous. Do you have anything particular to report?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Well then, good travels, milady.
What the fuck? So, the only thing with the shotgun, at least for me, in my opinion, the only defining thing that's about the similarity between those two is usually when you get a double barrel shotgun, they're literally lined parallel to each other. And you have the option of shooting either the left one, the right one, or both at the same time, depending upon how you pull the trigger. So, maybe, I guess. But I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not practical. Because in order to line up all 3 shots, if you want to make sure all 3 shots are counted, you would have to line up 3 people perfectly to at the same time. And I just, it feels hard to justify that as a proper gun. Well, that's what I meant. Like, even if you have some that are a double barrel shotgun, you can shoot both barrels at the same time. That's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds similar in nature to a double barrel shotgun, where you can pull the trigger on both of them and it fires both of them simultaneously. So that's what I was comparing it to, shooting 3 bullets at the same time versus shooting 2 bullets in a straight line versus 1 in a straight line and 2 at like an angle from the one in the middle. I feel like I should have put the game on a bit harder difficulty. Especially knowing what I know. This feels way too easy.
Halt! Your names, titles, and business at hand.
Lady de Sardet, emissary of the congregation of merchants on Tier Fredi. I have come to present my regards to your governor.
Your papers seem to be in order. Welcome to Hikmet, Your Excellency.
So you don't need the papers of my cohorts? I guess not. I don't know why I thought that said Hecate or Hekapu.
Your Excellency, welcome. I am honored. You will not and always.
I cannot see what you look like.
Your Excellency, it's always a pleasure.
There goes that Arquebus again. I feel like the blunderbuss was predating the grenade launcher, if I'm being honest. For example, if you need to sneak in a weapon somewhere is a better option than trying to sneak in a shotgun. Well, here's my counterpoint to that. They do make sawed-off shotguns where the barrel is significantly shortened. I don't know if you still need 2 hands for it though, but you can do a sawed-off shotgun with a single barrel, and it's almost like a pistol, but it shoots slugs. So maybe? I don't know definitively, unfortunately. But this gun particularly has got to like predate grenade launches. With an opening that huge, you would think the physical damage would be a lot bigger. And yeah, of course that makes sense that it shoots 6 shots at once. They see a duck's foot is a sneak attack shotgun. They see a duck's foot is a sneak attack shotgun. I could see that. I could see that. The only thing that I would want different if I was going to sneak in a gun, I wouldn't bring in the duck's foot. If I wanted the power of a shotgun, I'd probably go with like a 44 Magnum, or maybe, because I know a 44 is like fairly powerful, because the kickback on that bitch, or the recoil on that bitch is that would be the only thing that I would want if I was looking for like shotgun power. But if I want more spread, I feel like the duck foot would be a lot better off, because you don't know exactly where it's going to shoot per se. I could see pros and cons to it. Oh no, I meant from what guns I know of. What I'm saying is, I didn't know when the duck's foot came out. I don't know histories of guns and stuff. I just know about the guns. All I was saying was, if I were to have one and I wanted to sneak with it, and I wanted the power, like the power, unlimited power, I would go with like a 44 Magnum or something of that nature, or a Desert Eagle, so on and so forth. Oh, during this age, I have no fucking clue. I don't know any guns during this era, but then again, they have fucking magic, so I don't know like what era this would be classified under. Why are you walking into that person that's trying to clean? Quit fucking up the floor they're cleaning, you dick! I'm sorry you had to keep cleaning the same spot because of that asshole. I don't know what era this would be, because like, so the only reason why I say I don't know what era is because like Magic downplays a lot of like technological advances. And apparently she's a wizard because she can pop in and out of reality at will. Because like, I would assume this is like near the Industrial Revolution, because like the stone roads, I don't know why that wall was there, but okay. Based on the pepper box and duck's foot being the height of weapons technology, I'd have to say late 1700s to the early 1800s, the Industrial Revolution. Well, that's what I was saying, because like, because the only thing is, the reason why I'm not entirely sure is because the way Magic has a tendency to fuck around and find out with like technology, it it makes it a little bit harder to say, oh, it could be further along, but because magic, they're not that far along, or it could be because magic helped them get so far ahead that they're much further than where they would be without it. So magic has a tendency to like fuck up time periods and the scale at which time flows for like these types of places compared to our own time period. That's all I was saying. It's a bit harder to like to pinpoint. Excuse me, pinpoint what era it specifically is.
If you come to do business, you should go upstairs. I am but a poor underling.
Fair enough. Still, figured I'd at least talk to you first. Of course.
Hello, sir. Is this the house of the man called Farad?
It is I. What can I do for you?
Of course, it's a white
We're
man.
searching for Mr. Darcy. He was supposed to come here to do business.
Yes. Yes, he did come here, but I don't know where he is. To be honest, our exchange did not exactly go as planned. And if you are his associate, or a member of his family, know that you owe me a large sum of money.
How much?
How so?
Well, this Darcy fellow came here to take the shipment, and he was supposed to deliver me a promissory note.
Which never arrived, I imagine. How could you let him leave with your merchandise without payment?
Well, he's the son of a very well-known family. I did not deem it necessary to try and obtain more guarantees.
What if something happened to him?
Nothing happened. At least I don't think so. Why should that concern me? I'm not his brother. He owes me money, and
that
I do
feather
not
is
have
like
the slightest
defying
idea
physics.
of where he might be.
I suspect that you are not telling us everything.
Come on. If you have not come to repay his debt, leave me alone so I can work in peace. I already told you that I do not know where this man is. Leave me alone.
Sir, you have an impossible feather in your cap. Just want to let you know. It is very baffling. Also, I can imagine how this looks to this guy. She has a fire blade. He has a blade dripping poison. And I don't really have a weapon, like, out and about. So, but I am covered in armor, so...
Greetings. If you have come to do business, head upstairs, if there's any business left to do.
Why'd you say that?
They haven't been paying me, and I've had to work with cheap ingredients for weeks.
What do you do here exactly?
I create and prepare complex potions. Not simple health potions, but far more subtle things.
And if I'm not mistaken, things are not going the way you would want them to.
The boss has always been difficult, but ever since he got ripped off, it has been a living hell. I work using leftovers thrown away by all the other alchemists, while listening to him screaming at me and everyone else all day. This is no way to live.
Have you heard of a man called Bastian Darcy?
It would be difficult not to. His name is the only thing my boss talks about. Apparently, he did not pay for one of our shipments and still left with the goods. And now my boss makes me work twice as much to compensate for his losses, with ingredients I wouldn't even feed to a pig.
And what did your boss do?
Well, he spent every waking hour cursing his name. That's how I learned about it.
How can a brilliant, conscientious alchemist keep working here? I am certain that any great laboratory in town would welcome you with open arms. So why continue protecting your employer?
This position may not be the most rewarding these days, but it wasn't always like this.
We'll leave you to your...
I just want to say that was a 75% check. How did I fail at 75%? Like, that's a fairly high percentage.
Greetings. If you have come to do business,
What do you do? Have you heard of and what?
Well,
How can a brilliant? I am certain that. So why continue protecting?
oh, you're right. Anywhere is better than here. My boss did not only curse the name of the man you're looking for, he also hired some thugs to find him and our shipment.
Interesting. I think we may need to have a few words with your employer.
If you could also tell him that I am resigning, then I won't need to go upstairs.
Well, shit. Did he leave? Oh, no, he didn't leave. Would have been fucking hilarious if he did. Hmm. Last, as you know, if you were to wait for his family to repay you, the wait could prove very long. Hunting is quite slow, but there are other solutions that collectors could prove useful. Hope that you managed to find a solution to this problem. The man with the impossible feather.
You again. I already told you that I do not know where the man you're searching for is.
You may not know where he is, but you did everything you could to find him, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Does this document ring a bell? You hired some debt collectors to find Mr. Darcy.
How dare you rummage through my belongings?
You could have taken legal action and retrieved what you were owed, but you sent some killers instead.
I doubt the governor would approve. Do you want us to tell him about it?
No. But please understand me. The Darcy family is on the continent. It would take months for them to reply to my complaint. What other solution was there? My shop will not survive this.
Tell us who these debt collectors are, and we'll take care of it.
They loiter in an alleyway of ill repute, not far from here, in the Science District.
That's what
Could you sound any more uppity?
Bunch of cutthroats. If Bastion survives.
If he survives, remind him of what he owes me.
Oh, bite me, bitch. I don't like him. I think he was made to not be liked. I think that's his whole character. He was made to not be liked. Like, point blank was not made to be liked. Oh, also, your alchemist says, "Fuck you." He's resigning.
I told you everything I know. I must go back to work now.
Oh, hold on. I don't know if we did tell him. How'd the door close that goddamn fast behind us? I got a fire sword too. She's got a fire sword. How about you let me pay his debt off? I got a little bit of money sitting around. I got a couple dollars just sitting around. Oh, 400,000. Are they behind? I was about to say, are they behind his goddamn house? So I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. I want her outfit. I like her outfit. And the debt collectors. Huh. Is easier said than done. As a diplomat, an accommodation is available to you in the main cities of the different nations. Okay. Oh, I got another house. Sweet. What's up, Kurt?
Greenblood, my friend. Do
Ain't
you
seen
need
you in
something?
some shit.
You seemed really attached to Raina.
He brought some memories back. I was a bit like him at his age, and I felt responsible for his well-being. After all, I recruited him. Why? Don't tell me you're jealous of this poor kid.
You seemed so furious about what happened to him that I wondered if there'd been something more between you two.
Never. You really think I could have taken advantage of the weakness of a kid I was responsible for?
No.
I thought you knew me better than that. Anything else?
I didn't mean it like that, you dick.
I must leave you.
Motherfucker. How to read too much into the situation. Like, fuck. I was gonna say, like, other people that are similar to me. Fuck.
Greenblood, do you need...
You see?
He brought after...
I hate how they give vague things about stuff.
Don't be foolish. It's just that you seemed so hurt about everything he went through. I wanted to understand how you felt.
That's kind. I'm sorry I made that stupid comment. This whole matter makes me nervous. I should have known that you were
Water,
far
you
too supple to
dehydrated
feel like
bitch!
that. Anything else?
You told me that you enlisted at a very young age. But do you have any pleasant memories of your childhood?
Some, yes. Why? What kind of memories were you thinking about?
Why don't you tell me about your first love?
There isn't much to tell. It was pretty soppy, like most childhood flings. You know what I mean. I think I remember you making eyes at some dandy not so long ago.
Oh, Kurt, how can you be so naive? I was only looking at that young idiot to make you feel jealous.
Please, you were but a child. You weren't into old geezers like me back then. Anything else?
I must leave you.
You weren't into old geezers like me. Who's to say? There's a such thing called cougars. What's the male equivalent of cougars? I just thought about that. What's the male equivalent of cougars? What the fuck? Surprised Sinful hasn't popped in. They almost never miss one of your streams. Well, I think Ash and, if I'm not mistaken, I think also Leon are both streaming, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was over there, to be honest. Also, I usually don't stream this late, or as of late. Find the debt collectors. Easier said than done.
Greetings.
Greetings. I immediately spotted that you are a real science enthusiast. I have all the potions you could ever dream of, and other things too. We also sell ingredients, and we even craft on demand. So, what would you like?
So...
I was honored by your visit. Please, come back whenever you want.
Creep? Yeah. Well, so... So the only... creep, and it's not nearly as tolerated as if an older woman is going after a younger guy. An older guy going after a younger woman is just a predator. So, again, that's, to me, that's double standard. Like, 100% double standard. It's just, I don't know, I feel like if it's okay for women to do, then I don't know, it's just weird. That's a weird, like, thing that it's okay for women to do, but as soon as a guy does it, it's like, oh, no, don't do that. That's bad. So, I don't know. It's weird. So how the fuck am I supposed to get inside there? Is there like a lift that I missed? Nope, that's my house. Unfortunately. Also, one thing I also want to point out that's a big double standard is where if a woman walks up to a kid, right? It's like, save him for me when he gets older. He's gonna be a real heartbreaker. But if a guy does it, it's like, oh my god, arrest that man. And it's like, but she did the same fucking thing. The fuck? That's one thing I will never understand. Just like I'll never understand how to get to the fucking place that I'm supposed to get to. Oh.
Hey, you! Leave this man alone!
What do you want? No one asked you for your opinion, so get lost.
Maybe he's friends with the weakling.
Maybe. In any case, it seems like he wants to share his fate.
You think I'm afraid? I've fought uglier people than
Damn!
Vasco, let me try to take care of this. How much money are we talking about?
I just want to say, he straight up called them ugly to their face and got away with it.
Our client and our commission, it's a hefty sum. But if you want to pay in his stead, my lady, please do.
200? That's it? How is that a hefty sum? Do we go for XP? And they probably think the guy does. I guess, but the thing is, in my personal opinion, I feel like either side of that could easily not mean it and mean it at the same time. Because, I don't know, it's just, I feel like either one could be like, oh, I didn't mean it, and then actually mean it. Because there are all sorts of people when it comes to all sorts of things.
I'm afraid I don't feel like negotiating any longer.
Glad to see we agree on something.
Oh!
Poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Oh, it's just the one? Okay.
Thank you for your intervention. I thought these brutes would kill me. Don't mention it. It's only natural.
But how did you end up in such a situation?
I think I pissed off
I'm
the wrong
certain
people.
someone like you who belongs to high society will understand. There is a game table here that is attended by the best of the aristocracy. I lost the money I owed to that merchant while playing there. And since I got out with a few other debts, I had to leave the merchandise as repayment as well. But that's a mere trifle that my father would have paid for without thinking twice. I never would have thought that someone would send these types of brutes after me. What a lack of tact. In any case, I am extremely grateful to you. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Captain Vasco. No.
It's a huge double standard, just like the myth that women can't. Guy. Oh no, I get it. Can't grape people, and that the guy was probably. See, that's the thing that also irks me. It's like, oh, because it's a woman doing it to a guy, the guy's okay with it. Not necessarily.
Have mercy! Have mercy! I will repay everything. I swear, this is nothing but a horrible misunderstanding. My family is very rich. They will give you everything you want. Please.
Hey, you! Leave this man alone!
What do you want? No one asked you for your opinion, so get lost.
Maybe he's friends with the...
Maybe.
You think...
Vasco, how much money?
Between what... But if you...
I don't think you realize who you're dealing with. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the congregation, and I'm here to save the life of one of our citizens. If you do not deliver him to me immediately, I will have no choice but to inform the governor.
So a
And you'll end up
tattletale.
rotting in jail in no time.
Damn it, they look serious.
Yes, a bit too much. Listen, we don't want to get in trouble with the governor, so take him.
Yeah, if our client wants to get repaid, you'll have to make an official request. Come.
Thank you for your intervention. I thought these brutes would kill me.
Don't mention it. It's only natural.
But how did you end up in such a situation?
Oh, I'm certain someone like you who belongs to high society will understand. There is a game table here that is attended by the best of the aristocracy.
I thought it was
I lost the
aristocracy.
money I owed to that merchant while
Aristocrat.
playing there. And since I got out with
That's
a few
weird.
other debts,
That they're
I had to
pronounced
leave
differently,
the
even though they're spelled
merchandise as
similarly.
repayment as well. But that's a mere trifle that my father would have paid for without thinking twice. I never would have thought that someone would send these types of brutes after me. What a lack of tact. In any case, I am extremely grateful to you. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Captain Vasco. Naught and sea given. It was a pleasure, sir.
Oh, hell no. We're gonna talk about that.
Desardet, can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Thank you, Desardet.
My pleasure. But why didn't you tell him who you were?
But I did tell him. I was stupid. I resented everyone, and you even more, for the life I didn't get to live. You had it all, everything I thought I was entitled to. But after seeing Bastion, I realized that in the end, I was exactly who I wanted to be. A naught, and a proud one at that.
I'm glad to hear it. No more regrets?
No more regrets. And I certainly don't regret not being called Leandra Darcy.
Hey, we're friendly with each other. Yay! Now if I can get that from Sarah. Sierra. I swear they're similar. The characters are similar. I swear their characters are very, very similar. And I cannot be convinced otherwise. Also, it was only 200? Well, I guess when you have about 400,000, you don't really see 200 as a lot. Then again, I know a way to make more money, so
the best potions and the most efficient concoctions. All of Alsad's talent put into bottles.
Why does that sound like Disney music in the background? Like, it straight up sounds like Disney music is in the background. Alright, let's go ask this dickweed about the Malachor.
You'd better go and meet this governor without me. We are at war. I'm not certain that I can remain calm if I see such a man.
We rarely bow down on our ships. I hope I will not embarrass you.
No, let's go see this asshole. And rip him a new one. I feel like that's fair. Why do people have to live in such... Okay. This is a personal gripe, but why do you need a house this big with nothing in it? You literally throw pillows in the corner. I will never understand the point of having a ginormous house. An empty ginormous house, I might add. Ah.
Your Excellence, it is an honor to meet you. Allow me to present my sincerest regards in the name of the Congregation of Merchants.
And allow me to wish you and your cousin a warm welcome to the island, in the hopes that this visit will help prolong the profitable relations between our two nations.
Likewise. Nevertheless, another question brings me. The Malachor. The Prince d'Orsay hopes that these new shores will bring us new possibilities, even a remedy.
It is an area that concerns us greatly, but be assured we are studying it acutely. Our doctors and alchemists are particularly interested in the flora of the Isle. It's extremely varied and different from our own. In fact, we have sent a group of explorers into a very promising sector. Alas, we've had no news from them for quite some time now. We are hoping that nothing has happened. We would have sent a patrol to investigate, but we cruelly lack the means to do so. The natives have proven aggressive, even hostile to our studies, and have attacked us regularly.
You asked the question why. You steal our lands, gouging the earth in sacred places. And now our people are disappearing. It's enough to drive one to unsheath a blade. Do you not agree?
She is not wrong, Your Excellence. The acts of your own people have brought this aggression down upon you.
I should have guessed that those birthmarks you share would make you sympathetic to their cause. I was hoping diplomacy would prevail. I have overestimated your skills in the matter. As I was saying, we are obligated to maintain all of our able-bodied men here in order to protect the city. But we would be happy to share with you the results of our research if...
Your Excellency.
This insolent interruption is untimely and unwelcome.
I deeply regret, Excellency, but one of our frontier posts has just suffered a brutal attack.
Report then and be precise.
The natives attacked us by surprise. Our men were massacred. Our frontier post is lost.
One more act of barbarity. Dismissed, soldier. Where was I? Yes. We would be most pleased to share our discoveries with our allies if your cousin would send us a party to help us find our lost expedition. I could show you to which region they were sent.
I thank you for the information and will let him know.
If you are of a mind to accord me another request, I would be truly grateful.
I'm listening.
As you have not failed to observe, our troops, as well as our caravans, have been suffering incessant attacks. The merchants, including your own, are raided, often killed, and certain goods have become scarce. Captain Rainhild, who commands our outpost in the plains, has communicated his incapacity to protect them. Considering that certain of your own fellow countrymen are involved,
You would like me to lend a hand. I will see what I can do, Your Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I met Ulan, the Bone Blowers clan chief from the village of
They need to
Vignano.
change the name
He
of
is
that
an
group.
open-minded man
Fucking
who
Bone
holds
Blowers.
great expectations of exchanges with the colonies. He would like to meet you to
I have a
discuss
child's
a
mind when it
treaty,
comes to that one.
even an alliance.
Ulan, you say? I have never heard mention of this name, but to finally have an ally among the natives could only be beneficial. That is excellent news. Still, I fear that I cannot leave the city. That would be taking too much of a risk.
I doubt that Ulan will come to Hikmet. He is looking for an alliance, but he is not desperate. Such a gesture would be considered a sign of weakness by his clan.
That is understandable, I suppose. Do they grasp the concept of emissaries? Do you think that solution might work?
I think that might be possible. I'm sure he would understand that you could not come to see him in person for the same reason.
Excellent. Finally, some clear skies in our negotiations with the natives. My right-hand man will then go to this village to finalize an agreement with King Ulan.
I'll be there too, to make sure everything goes according to our plans. There is another matter concerning the same village that I would like to bring to your attention. A wandering merchant, member of the Ulan clan, is being kept in your outpost. Can you authorize his entry into the city?
I see no harm in that. This merchant is certainly not a threat to us, and he might even prove useful, if the negotiations with his clan should take a foul turn. Here, please be so kind as to give him this letter of passage. If he presents it to the guards, they will let him in and he'll be able to establish his stall in town.
I thank you. I hope to see you again. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lady.
Look at how big houses, like. I like architecture, but I like function over fashion. Like, you don't need this grand of an entrance with nothing in it. Like, if you had more guards, or if you had, like, more reasons to have a building that big, I could see it. But I don't see a point to that. I never saw the point to having a building that huge and no, like, use out of it.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard of progress.
Please, help me! Just keep walking, Renaiksi. This does not concern you. Have mercy! They will kill me!
I am
Why are
but
you
a
dehydrated,
merchant who
bitch?
wishes to trade with the big city.
I never thought I would see several islander warriors attacking a mere merchant. And I thought honor and righteousness were of the utmost importance in your culture. I must have been mistaken.
What are you trying to say, Renaigse? Are you insulting us?
You are insulting yourselves by behaving this way. He's an unarmed man. He's trying to survive. What honor is there in attacking him?
He is a traitor. He deserves to be punished. But you are right. He is not worth attacking. Let's leave. His punishment will come once we have chased Renaigse away, and he cannot sell his products.
Adloreda Onolmanawi.
Hmm.
May the trees along your path always bear fruit.
Think nothing of it. Ulan told me that you were not able to enter the town.
It is true. The soldiers did not let me enter. They left me outside, and the Donea Exdragao took advantage of this opportunity to attack me.
Rest assured, I have obtained permission for you to enter from the governor of Hikmet, which should allow you to set up your stall in the city.
Adloreda Renaigse. Thanks again.
Farewell, merchant. Perhaps we will meet again.
Why, hello there. We've killed a lot of your kind, haven't we?
Poison on my blade. Then let's go!
I did. I do appreciate it, though, but yes, I did. Almost finished a bottle off just now, too. I've only got a little bit left in it. Okay. Let's get that smell. Speaking of hydrate, I need to get some more hydrate. Hammer of the Forgot. Where the fuck did I get fucking Mjolnir? Great Flaming Needle. Hey. I can sell that. I don't need that. Alright, let's see. What guns do I have that I can get rid of? That. Why the fuck do I have 4-barrel pistol? What? Why did I have like 3 or 4 of those? One of them I could see. See, like, that's what I think of when I think triple shot. That would make more sense. With it all in front of you and you can blow pop, pop, pop. Not the duck foot. Something like that would make more sense. In my personal opinion, though. Karen Road. So I can equip that. She kind of like the look of that. I'm gonna see if I can't deck it out. Coat, cape, coat, cape. So it's literally visual is what changes it. That makes sense, I guess. I don't need that. Get rid of one of those. And get rid of that. Pantaloons. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want pantaloons. Not like I really need money when I have four. I thought I only had 400,000. I have 4 million. Never mind. I just realized there's 6 numbers after that 4. Holy fuck. What you got to buy? Ooh. Ooh. Fucker. I want that. I want the Ring of Divine Light. Oh, that shit looks awesome. That is good damage. Especially compared to my 215. Don't really need that. Never mind. I didn't realize that was only a 16-point bump. Any good guns that I could get that do a lot of damage? Being like, that's a lot of damage! That's not off by like a fucking 100. I like my loot chance with this helmet, so I don't think I'm ever going to change the helmet. Or the hat, or whatever. You need endurance 2. You need endurance 3. Fuck! Excuse me. Doctor's ropes? No, I'm good. Explosion damage. I don't think I have... No, magic explosion. I do with the, the potions. I do blow them up a lot. Do I have one of these? I already have a healing chain, but it would be nice to give that to... I can give this to... I thought healing chain healed, you know, health. Because healing chain. Heal, health. No? Seems kind of dumb. Excuse me. I'm going in the wrong direction.
Ulan, I see that the governor of Hikmet's emissary is already here.
He is, and I am very thankful that you succeeded in organizing this meeting. I am full of hope for the future.
We are very grateful as well, Your Excellency. However, if you could leave us, I am sure you can understand that the discussion we are about to have must remain confidential.
Naturally. I hope that you will reach an agreement.
I got kicked out. What the fuck? Are there any... Are there enemies? Are there any enemies that I can, like, go after? To, like, literally kill time. For a second I thought that said hoe fungus. Why are these lighting up?
Poison on my blade. Then let's go!
I appreciate what you did.
This is a very pretty game. I'll say that much at least. Definitely a very pretty game. Gotta wait 47 seconds before I can fucking do anything. He can't use that. He can't use this, but he can use this. Okay. What the fuck? Let's give him one of these motherfuckers. No, because he can't use it because it's agility 4. Let's make him Thor. Maybe I should give him the merchant's outfit. We'll give him the full outfit, technically. Starting to get tired. I might head to bed soon. Oh no, I was about to end soon anyways. I was just waiting for the part where I gotta wait 40-something seconds and then talk to them and make sure everything goes okay. But I get it if you want to head to bed. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna raid afterwards. Get some sleep. Hopefully you have a good day tomorrow. Try to stay cool. And remember to always hydrate. No one got shot or shanked or anything?
So, have you reached an agreement?
Our discussions were very fruitful. However, we are faced with a problem.
Really?
Our peace treaty depends on the ability to exchange freely.
And people have reported that our merchants would be at risk of being attacked by the neighboring clan.
Mordoon, the chief of the village of Igugsob, is at the Nea Exragao. He is among those who think that the people of your island are only here to take from us. But his village would also benefit from this agreement. If you could convince him to meet us, we could reach an understanding, allowing the caravans to pass through his territory.
Without this, I am afraid we would not be able to make a commitment. Peace and trade are linked. If our merchants risk their lives coming here,
I am sure that you will manage to convince him that the
Why are they staring at each other?
all bad.
I can try, at least.
Adlredar, we will wait here and hope that you will manage to reason with him.
And on that note, no, I'm not gonna do any background farming. Not right now. Not today. Probably not for a little while. Before I accidentally close it to my desktop. Just want to say thank you all for stopping by. I know I did the maid outfit midway through and straight up forgot about it. But thank you. Hopefully y'all have a wonderful day, noon, and night. Try to stay safe out there. Try to stay cool out there. I know the heat is being an asshole right now, but please just try to like stay cool when and if you can. Again, I want to say thank you. And as always, love each and every one of you beautiful souls. You are loved. You are forget the words because I'm tired. You are loved, you matter, and you are valid. I hope to have you beautiful souls next time. Have a wonderful day, noon, and night. Peace and aloha. Meow.